So, hello there, welcome. I'm delighted today to be joined by Iñaki Sanchez from DAZN as we explore this year's media trends and predictions. Iñaki, before we dive into the questions I've got for you, perhaps you could give yourself a little introduction. Tell us about yourself and DAZN.
Sure thing. Good to speak with you, Gary, and with all the Kantar audience that are watching us. Like you said, I'm Iñaki Sanchez. I'm head of advertising for DAZN Spain. Been here in market 5 years now since we launched DAZN in Spain, and now with the company 11 years. So very happy to join you guys and have a little chat.
That's good. That's good stuff. So we're at the end of the year now, towards the end of the year. What have you learned at DAZN in 2023 about your audiences and how this is sort of informing your business decisions at the moment?
Well, actually, a lot. I think it's you always learn something new, right? In this industry, and especially in the zone, since we are a very fast-paced, or we've been a very fast-paced business. Started as a huge startup, right? Why you say huge? Because we're talking about sports, right? A new project, a new word. Where 5-7 years ago, when people were talking OTT, what's OTT? So it's been it's learning always something new every time. But especially this year, what we've learned, and speaking about our audiences, is that more and more people are now consuming content via an OTT platform, right? In for the zone is 100% sport, and now people are consuming sport more in an OTT platform, and this translates into a multi-device consumption, right? So the beauty of the zone is that you could watch a live sport or live content in your mobile, your tablet, your PC, or of course in your smart TV. Actually, the majority of our audiences consume us via smart TV. If you want to watch a sporting event, it's more than likely that you watch it with a friend or a group of friends, etc., and you watch it in a big screen, right? Big screen experience.
Yeah.
So
That,
this is,
yeah, that echoes a lot of the data that we're seeing at Kantar Media, right? About people, the how smart screens are in sort of 2/3 of homes, and how people prefer to watch this content on the bigger screen.
Exactly.
In terms of though some of the trends that we've observed this year around difficulties for consumers with increasing prices and generally sort of being able to pay for media, how is DAZN sort of reacting to that, to those changes that we're seeing in consumers?
Well, actually it's a good question, right? Because it's the core of our business model, right? We're based in a subscription business model. Advertising, for example, is an important revenue stream, but still it's not a core business. We look for people that want to watch live sport, premium sport, I would say, and they, of course, they have to pay for it, right? I think sports and premium environments, and actually even pay-per-view events have always been hand in hand, right? Advertising, brands, premium consumption have been hand in hand. So I think what the zone is doing, we're doing it the right way. People, of course, I don't think they mind if they want to watch their team. If I'm a Real Madrid fan, or you're a Manchester City fan, you are willing to pay to watch your club, right? Instead of maybe going to the stadium. People that can't afford going to the stadium, they could stay in the comfort of their home and pay for to watch their team, right? So we've seen the trends that people don't mind to watch a premium content, right? It's not like I want to watch, a series and I have to pay for every time I watch a series, right? Like, okay, I could pay a premium monthly price, but then I could watch a whole bunch of live sports and events, right? So that's the bet of the zone. That's the aim of the zone, to captivate those people that are willing to subscribe to a premium platform and consume their favorite sport or favorite team.
That's really interesting. And obviously, as a subscription based business, right, you've got an awful lot of information about those subscribers. How is that data helping you in your role as head of media sales, and how are you using other data sets as well to complement your understanding of your
So
audience?
it's actually a tricky point here, because um, even though we collect data, we don't have access to that much first party data, right? Because the way that you subscribe, or the user journey it's very straightforward. We're actually trying uh, to make our subscribers' lives easier, right? So whenever you subscribe to the zone, basically we ask you for your name, your email, and your credit card information. Now you could get a lot of information there, you can, but of course we have to abide to all of the GDPR rules and consents. So we don't collect as much as first party data as we would, right? So from a subscriber point of view, we do have data, but a lot of this is also survey based, and we are working on a project. We want to work on a project that we could collect more first party data. From an advertising point of view, data is key, right? Data is key for our partners, for post campaign reporting, for our clients to meet their KPIs. But we are straightforward from the beginning. Whenever we send out proposals and whenever we closed advertising deals, we tell our partners we cannot provide as much detail as if you would purchase a campaign on a digital website, right?
Mhm.
We base our proposition on impressions and on impacts, right? This is traditional linear TV model, right? Um, Data is key, of course, when doing the post campaign report. So what we are able to provide is what, for example, right now Kantar gives us, right? Luckily, this year we were able to work on an ad hoc project with Kantar, where we deliver our OTT data, and they'll put it against the linear TV consumption, and we provide our clients a dashboard for them to actually see, okay, this is what was served on the OTT platform, and also what was served on the linear TV platform as well. And just quickly to explain this, we work on a hybrid model here in the zone Spain. Why? Because we provide an OTT service, so people download the app just as they do Netflix or with Amazon Prime. But we also have a distribution deal with Movistar or with Orange,
Mhm.
that are telcos, right? And you're able to watch our content on a linear TV, right? On a set up box where you could watch our content. And in terms of reporting, we work through Kantar Analytics, Instar Analytics, for those for that consumption, right? So that's why we have this hybrid model.
Yeah, it goes to show the challenges, right, in understanding all of these behaviors, right? And we talk about that in chapter 5 of the report around strengthening the consumer signal, and we call it audiences in high definition, right? We understand that all stakeholders in the industry want to know more and more about their audiences, but it's not just as easy as sort of the data that you might get when you initially subscribe, and the challenges of connecting that data as well. It's not an easy thing. We're talking about some uh,
It's not easy. It's not easy, especially there's certain data that we could provide to market, other we cannot. It's very confidential. So we have to play around, if that's a correct word, to say, okay, this is as much data as we can provide, right? From an advertising perspective, I remember when we started, the first question of all agencies and brands were like, what's your subscriber base? And it's information
yeah.
we cannot give them, right? So we have to work around that and find a way to actually convince them with the data that we are able to provide. So fortunately for us, and 2 years ago, when we started having this hybrid model, and working with Kantar, people in market starting seeing us as another platform. Okay, these guys could really, could give us at least this linear TV data, right? And they relied more and they trusted us more.
Sure, sure. And so this is, it's our annual media trends and predictions report. So we want to look forward to 2024. For you at DAZN, Iñaki, what do you think is really going to unlock growth for you guys in 2024? If you could wave a magic wand, what would be the things that would sort of make the biggest difference for you guys?
I think we discussed it right now. It's data. Being able to access to more data, to actually sell. We're currently selling a connected TV approach, right? So all brands expect to have as much detail as possible, right? So the biggest, or at least what we are looking for 2024, is to be able to deliver more data to our partners, and this is via more first party data. Hopefully, we are able to collect and get approved, of course, by the business. I think that's something that we're looking forward to from an advertising perspective, and I think from a business perspective, as a zone is, we're looking forward to more and more people that consume us in an OTT environment, right? I think linear TV is not going away, but slowly audiences are decreasing, right? Because now people are on the go, they're watching content on their mobiles, they're watching content on their tablets, or they're not sinking into the Monday night primetime show, right? They could watch it on a catch-up version, on the go, whatever. So I think we expect more and more people that consume our content in a smart TV, connected TV environment, right? That's what we're looking for. And in order to meet our clients' needs in terms of advertising, we need to have the data behind the people that are consuming us, right? In that platform. So that's more or less what we are looking for. I think here in Spain, as a market, as an industry, we're doing the right things. But of course, this is a process that's not going to be solved overnight. So we have to continue working and evolving our technology and our platform.
Good stuff. We look forward to continuing to work with you guys. And just on a personal front, 2024 is going to be a big year of sport. Any sporting predictions for next year? Who's going to win the Euros?
Good question. I have to go. I have to go for Spain. I think Spain is doing very good. But I've always been a fan of the Germans and the Italians. Because they're just so professional, and what they do right. But it's gonna be between those three. I mean, you never know. Then England might come with Bellingham and say,
I
what,
was
here we
waiting
are.
for that
So
to come.
yeah, I'm a Madrid fan. So right now, I'm in love with Bellingham. He's a very good player. But for football, it's a team sport. So I think all the 11 players plus the guys that are in the bench have to do their work. So I look forward, for a good Euro. Looking forward to that. And then, of course, setting the tone for the World Cup. As I've told you, I also have Mexican, nationality and family living there, and I'm looking forward to a good World Cup in Mexico, the U.S., and Canada. So, I mean, I know that's still a long way to go, but as an industry, sports industry, we have to be looking forward and trying to work out a business that is sustainable in those markets.
Good stuff. Well, that's great. Thank you so much for your time, Iñaki, and we look forward to carrying on the conversations about exploring the forces of what's shaping media, and look forward to carrying that on. So thanks again, and thanks to all of you for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Gary.